My Democratic colleagues have tried to cloak this proceeding as a somber, serious process that they regret having to advance. But that is not the case. This is a nakedly partisan exercise. This has always been about the fact that these Democrats hate this president. They have been focused on removing him since the day he was elected. And long ago, they decided that impeachment was the remedy. They constantly and consistently marched ahead, undeterred by facts. And make no mistake, this started long before a July 25th phone call. But the Russian conspiracy theory bombed, and obstruction of justice was abandoned after the Mueller hearings fell flat. Campaign finance charges never got off the ground. They poll-tested bribery, but that doesn't work because the alleged victim says there was no crime. But none of that matters because this was never about the truth. This was about politics. So here we are tonight on an ambiguous abuse of power charge. Prior to the election, a member of this committee launched a change.org petition regarding mental diagnosis of the president. And shortly after the election, our chairman stated he was legally elected, but Russian interference makes his election illegitimate. A press release from another member read, "This president's semi-elect does not deserve to be president." And once President Trump was sworn in, the Democrats introduced articles of impeachment almost immediately. In 3 years, they have introduced 10 resolutions related to impeachment, and 17 members of this committee have voted to consider impeachment. And every one of those votes occurred before the July 25th phone call. Here are some statements made by members of this committee. Cloud of treason means we must have a total shutdown of any POTUS agenda item. March 2017. A tweet accompanying a picture of President Obama read, "Great to see our last real president enjoying life." April 2018. Another member, "I don't think this president was fit to serve even before he took office." April 2018. Finally, an exasperated committee member wrapped it all up by revealing, "I think we just need to impeach the guy." There it is. That's what this hearing's always been about, and that's why we are all here tonight. The Democrats just want to impeach a duly elected president. They want him gone. This began the day President Trump was elected, and it's culminated here. But this never-ending march towards impeachment and in overturning the results of the 2016 election has consequences. Because you are telling 63 million voters that you don't respect or honor their vote. These are voters in over 2,600 counties, representing 84% of the geographic area of America. Voters in states like mine that not long ago sent Democrats to Congress, but in recent years have found no home in today's Democratic Party, who feel that their Midwestern sensibilities have been replaced by liberal elitist ideology, who feel that partisan points are more important than practical solutions. Voters who know that rather than working to win back their trust and their support, you would rather invalidate the results of the last election and abolish the Electoral College to silence their voices in the future. Your never-ending quest towards impeachment is a constant reminder to these Americans that you don't trust their judgment, that you mock their way of life, and that you couldn't care less about the issues that matter most to them. And as Chairman Madler so ominously stated in November of 2018, if you're serious about removing a president from office, what you're really doing is overturning the results of the last election. Well, they were serious. They have spent the last 3 years talking about interference in the 2016 election, unwilling to accept the results. I wonder if my colleagues recognize the irony that their impeachment vendetta is the greatest interference of all. And it's homegrown right here in the halls of Congress. I yield back.